Hello everyone. So in this previous video, lecture 1 and 2, we have covered the concept of two-phase system. We have seen what do you mean by formation of steam. Then we have seen what are the different types of steams. Those are wet steam, dry steam and superheated steam. In this video, we will be covering another concepts. So that is what do you mean by concept and concept of dryness fraction. So what is degree of superheat and what do you mean by latent heat and sensible heat. So first let's go through what do you mean by dryness fraction. So the dryness fraction, the steam dryness fraction is used to identify the amount of water within steam. So this dryness fraction will tell us how much amount of water particles are there in a steam, or in other words you can say that the dryness fraction will give us an idea regarding how much dry our stream is. So this dryness fraction is given by, it is a ratio of mass of steam to the total mass. So that is, it is denoted by X. So it is the dryness fraction. The dryness fraction is the ratio of mass of steam to the total mass. So this total mass is nothing but mass of steam plus mass of water. So that is mass of steam plus mass of water particle that is suspended will give the total mass. It can be given by, that is X is equal to ms. Ms is nothing but mass of steam and divided by the total mass, that is mass of steam plus mass of water. So this is nothing but dryness fraction. So you can see the concept here just below. So if steam contains 10% water by mass, so what does that mean? So it's said to be 90% dry or can have a dryness fraction of 0.9. Okay, so this steam dryness fraction, it helps to identify the amount of water within steam. So here you can see that they have said 10% of water by mass. If steam has a 10% of water by mass, so whatever the remaining 90% is there, it is dry. So we can say that the steam has a dryness fraction of 0.9. Clear? So this dryness fraction can be found out by using this formula. So you will be having a mass of steam and they will be giving the mass of water. So by using this data, we can find out what is the dryness fraction of a. So to next concept, what do you mean by the degree of superheat? So this degree of superheat is nothing but the difference between superheated temperature and saturation temperature. So when the superheated steam is formed, so the temperature at a superheated steam, we call it a superheated temperature, and saturation temperature is nothing but the temperature at boiling point of water. So the degree of superheat is given by formula, that is T sup is nothing but superheated temperature minus saturation temperature. Clear? So that is temperature of superheated steam, and Ts is nothing but temperature of or saturation temperature at some given pressure. Clear? So the saturation temperature or boiling temperature, it is 100 degrees Celsius for water at pressure 1 bar. So if the pressure goes on increasing, its temperature also goes on increasing. So you'll get a different value, that is the degree of superheat. So next we'll cover what do you mean by latent heat and sensible heat using this diagram. So this diagram again same that we have seen, that is temperature versus heat diagram. So latent heat, so it is nothing but the amount of heat required to convert water into steam at a given temperature and pressure. So how much heat is required to convert the water, whatever water we have taken, into steam at some given temperature and pressure, that we call it as a latent heat. Clear? So this is, here you can see here, this is the latent heat. So during the formation of steam, latent heat, whatever the heat that is absorbed by the water, okay, during the formation of steam, we call it as latent heat. Clear? So next it is expressed by HFG, H suffix Fg. Right? Next, the value of latent heat is not constant and varies according to pressure variation. Right? So this, whatever the latent heat value is there, it is not constant. So if the pressure goes on increasing, its value goes on decreasing. Clear? So if pressure goes on, the pressure of water, the boiling or the heating of that water, if pressure goes on increasing, its latent heat also goes on increasing, and at some point what happens, its latent heat becomes totally zero. Means if you at that pressure, if you suddenly start heating, the whole water is there, it will be converted into total what we call full steam, that is dry saturated steam. There will be no latent heat at after a certain point. Clear? So that is regarding the latent heat. Next, sensible heat. So an object is heated, its temperature rises as heat is added. So the increase in heat we call it as sensible heat. So this is the sensible heat. So when you start heating water from 0 degrees Celsius, So whatever the heat that is absorbed during that process, we call it as sensible heat. So there is an increase, there is considerable increase in temperature. So during latent heat there is no increase in temperature, the temperature remains constant. But during sensible heat, okay, that is during the boiling of water, what happens, the temperature goes on increasing. So this point, you can say this point, we call it as saturation temperature, or the boiling point of water. Clear? So only change in temperature occurs, no change in phase. So during the sensible heat, what happens, there is no change in phase, that is from water to vapor. So there is no change in phase, there is only change in temperature. So during latent heat, what happens, there is change in phase, that is water gets converted into steam, but there is no change in temperature, temperature remains constant. Clear? So it is denoted by HF. So here what we have covered the two topics, that is the concept of dryness fraction. So what do you mean by dryness fraction? So dryness fraction will tell us how much amount of water particles are there in a particular steam. Clear? So next we have learned what do you mean by degree of superheat. So this degree of superheat is nothing but the difference between the saturation, the superheated temperature minus the saturation temperature. Then we studied regarding the latent heat and sensible heat. So during latent heat, what happens? There is considerable amount of heat as well as change in volume. The temperature remains constant. And during sensible heat, what happens? There is no change in phase, but there is an increase in temperature. Clear? Thank you.